St. James is important to my faith because it's the place that I've actually felt closest to, like a family, place that's actually challenged my faith the most and helped me to find myself and who I am within faith, with what part am I, who am I, why am I called to be here. You know, the single board is something that I would never have seen myself on as a leader of the church. Somebody had faith to ask me and to see enough in my spiritual gifts to bring me on board and ask me to explore what options and how I can impact the congregation, impact just the church as a whole. And ultimately, St. James is important to me because it's the place that I bring my family and the place that I am trying to show them faith and give them the opportunity to grow with God and to explore that themselves and find a family, because man, it's exciting to see them come and give people hugs that they never would have met before, but they love them. So you can't ask enough for that.
We think it's important to give, to pledge money to St. James because it allows us to have different groups and different organizations here in our church have opportunities to grow and to bring new people in.
St. James means so much to me. When I look back, to me, I think of family and faith. I grew up going to church. My grandfather was a minister, and we attended the church that he helped build. My parents were good examples. We attended church every Sunday, and I was active and involved. So I grew up with that kind of experience. When I came to Sioux City to start working, to start teaching, I tried to continue to go back home and go to church in Lincoln, but after a year of that, I realized that's not going to cut it. And I happened to be teaching with Bernice Notdurft, and her husband was the minister here at St. James. And I lived 1 block away from St. James, and she said, "John, you know, you can't go home, you know, all the time for church. You're more than welcome to come to our church." And that was all those years ago. I was 22, and I'm not any longer, and I'm still here at St. James. And it did become a family. My parents were both deceased by the time I was 32. Gretchen, my daughter, came along. It was wonderful to bring her to church and to have grandparents for her here. You know, Milt was a wonderful minister with lots of interesting ideas, and my faith expanded and grew, and it's continued to do that all the years that I've been a member of St. James.
In turn, it's important to give to the church because we have a lot of growing to do, and you can't grow without giving. You can't grow and operate daily without giving. And it takes us to do that because the church can't do it on its own. But it takes us to give that. And without our support, our financial support, we wouldn't be where we are and we couldn't go where we want to go.
St. James and my faith journey. I would say probably some of the things with my journey have to do with the hope groups and helping me study the Bible more by going through some of those hope groups and working through some really amazing things with people that I've met in those groups, and the band, the worship team are just amazing, and some of the things that we've been able to do with our singing and outreach program, and all the wonderful people that I've met.
St. James has been in our family for 20 years. Our youngest was an infant when we started at St. James, and this was our way of connecting with the community. And through this, it has also allowed us to raise our children in a faith that we feel is important for our children as they have grown into young adults to carry on into their own lives as adults.
The reason I pledge to St. James is because there are so many ministries that are making a difference in the lives of truly every generation. The one that I am most honored and excited to be a part of is the children's ministry. I have the privilege of teaching the preschool class in Big Time. Most of our kids are 3 and 4 years old, and there are days when I think they're not absorbing any of this. And then I ask a question, and these kids all shout out the correct answer. And that is just the confirmation that I need that this is making a difference. In any way, shape, or form, I am being involved in their faith journey, even in the tiniest bit. It means so much. And so I want to continue these ministries and continue bringing the future to St. James. That's what these kids are. They're the ones that are going to be leading us. And if we can get them excited and teach them about God and God's love for them, that's all worth it to me. Thank you.